Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to install these $15 shelves. Pretty cheap and easy to install shelves. It's a bookshelf, and of course kids like books. We're going to install them here so that way he can get up and grab whatever he likes. So we got hardware ready. This is the stud finder. I really like and prefer and recommend everyone to first see if you have an option to have studs on each side of the wall, so that way when you install it, screws can go directly into the stud. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff here, which still works fine most of the time, but definitely not as reliable and not as easy with because with the stud you can just go directly with the screws just directly into the wall, into the stud, and you're done. You don't have to do any extra work with these, messing with these. So this is always really nice, easy, but if we have to, we can you know, do whichever way works better for us. It all depends where you want it and if it has the stud in the place where you want it to go. So instructions are really weird because they start talking about, you know, making some marks on the wall and all that stuff. Basically they don't talk about putting the shelf together. They only show and talk about the shelf being all assembled, but it's not. It came in disassembled, and I don't see anything about assembling it. So that's kind of like one of those things that's kind of messed up about this. But we're not gonna get too depressed about it because we're gonna figure it out, just like we always do on this channel. Even if it's not perfect or if it's not correct, but it works for me, I'm gonna do it. So let's get it assembled, and then we will figure out where we're gonna put it. So we got 4 screws, 2 of these. So obviously looking at the holes, I'm gonna guess they go like this. 2, and then we got 2 and 2. So this is gonna go on one side. We're gonna make sure the hole here for this is gonna be on the same side on both sides. So if you put this one on this side, you want to make sure the other one's gonna be also on this side, so that way you don't mess up. And same thing you gotta watch for is the back side that's gonna go onto the wall, which is gonna hang on the wall. So make sure both of these are gonna be on the same side as well, and that's all you have to worry about. So if this is gonna be here, and just put it right there. Then this one's gonna be like this. So you can see these are on the same side, and these are to the wall on the same side. So now this, it's how it's shaped. It's kind of same all the way around, so don't think it really matters. If you look at it, it's pretty much same on both sides. So don't think it matters which way it goes in. So that's gonna go in here, and this side's gonna go in there. Just keep in mind that this is supposed to go to the wall. Okay, so this is gonna be basically like this on your wall. Okay, so we got this in. Now all you have to do is flip it over. Make sure everything's out of the way here. And then from the back side, you're going to put in the screws. So if you look here, it's going to go right into the hole in the first one here, and then it has to make sure it goes all the way through into the other. So you can get it started if you want to see it right there. Match the hole. Same thing on this side. Like that, you match the hole, and then we can start on one side, get this mounted. You don't have to go too tight on it. You're totally fine with one side being installed first all the way, just because we're not gonna worry about it anymore. And this Allen wrench comes with it, so that's good. If you don't have one at home, this is really nice that they give you one. So this is in, and this is in, and it kind of centers on its own, just because once you put the screw in, it goes all the way in. It you can only get one way in, so into the hole. So, and as soon as it's went into the wood, slightly went inside, so that way it's not gonna be sticking out here. So that way, very important, make sure nothing sticks out, nothing sharp, because it's a little sharp here. If you look, the edges are pretty sharp. So if it sticks out, you don't want your kid to get hurt when it, you know, accidentally touches it, because it's going to be sticking down towards your bed or the kid, or I guess depends where you're going to have yours, but in my case it's going to be right above his crib, so definitely he's going to touch it. So now it's flat, not too worried about it. Okay, now this side, put this in, put it in on the other side here, and then this comes in like this. Everything all the way in, matches here, flat, flat on this side, flat on this side. So all the sides are good, straight. I have it under tension here on this side while I put the screws in. There it is. So now that it's all assembled, this is ready to be installed. Nice and perfect on every side. See, nice and flat. Screws not sticking out. So we're good. Let's do the same thing to the second one. All right, so this is all ready to go. Let's see if we got threads here. There's definitely on the edges you're gonna have some. Next one's gonna be here, which I think is perfect for us. So this might work really well for us. They give you a little level, so that's pretty cool. You can actually, if you don't have one at home, you can use this. Okay. So we're good here. Now we just need a level. And I have my big one so I can see all the way across. But they also provide you a small one that you can set right here, like this. And you can see it. Works the same as this one. It's just this one you gotta do it each side just to make sure, which still works fine. You can make mark right here, right in the middle where this is gonna slide, because it's gonna slide on the big hole, and then it would slide down. But both of these are gonna have to match. So we have a mark in the center of the big hole here on each side, right in the center. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. So now we know this is going to be for shelves, and this where we need, that's the center of the hole. So we're going to drill a hole right in the center here, where this dot is, where I marked it. Same here. So if your shelf's going to be over here, you put a dot right here, you drill a hole right here. So you can just measure from here, or from here down to the center hole. Measure from the bottom, like this. It's about 2/1/8. That's where we drill the hole. Same thing on the other side. We are now ready to drill. So these are the screws that come with it. They're gonna go, once they're in the wall, this is gonna go into the center hole right here, and then slide up, and that's how it's gonna hang, because it can't fall down. Here it will fall down, so it has to slide down either this way or this way. In our case, it's gonna be like this. And you can clearly tell that we hit the stud because it goes in really hard, which is a good sign. That means we got it into a stud. Now let's see. So you leave a little room. You see that? There's from the wall, you don't go all the way to the wall. You leave a little bit of a space, gap, so that way you have enough to slide the thing over. So we're gonna take this right here, get it into the center first. Okay, you gotta get it into the center hole first. You can definitely tell that it's in, because you can also feel it. This might be a little bit too far in, so we're gonna get a little bit back. This is it. Both of them in. Now I'm just going to erase this. Okay, so now that we have this right on the stand, we're going to put the second one right next to it. And should be, hopefully it's enough. It's going to reach the same stud. And that gives us perfectly enough space until the next stud. You see some measurements are still there. That's why I left them there, because now I can put in the screw same exact spot. So if you end up doing the same way, don't forget the most important stuff. If the shelf is already installed, so don't follow the mark that you have on here, because now it's lower now. This is the center bolt that was right here in the center, but now it's like we pushed it down a little bit where it locked, so now it's here. So you gotta follow the center point of this bigger opening, which is where the dot is right here with the mark I have. That's what you need to follow. And now give it a little bit of a less than half an inch, whatever the distance is here. So it's gonna go right about here, right there. There it is. That's the closest we could get, which works totally fine for me. So he's got much more, but for now we're gonna surprise him with some of these books here right above his crib, just like that. So if this helped you in any way, I really appreciate it if you can thank me with just hitting that like button. If you do wish to stay tuned for more how-to videos on this channel, you can always subscribe. There's different kind of how-to videos you can find here, and you can always watch the ones you like and you need. But other than that, I think we did good, and the kid loves it. So thanks for watching. You all have a great day.